There is little sign any diplomatic steps are being taken towards peace in frontline villages, with Russian drones swarming in Ukraine's eastern Donetsk region before hitting their targets. In the southern city of Zaporizhia, the Ukrainian president says Russian bombs hit a residential building, bus station and medical clinic, injuring 12 people. He says only pressure on Moscow will bring an end to the war.
Everyone sees that there has been no real step from Russia towards peace, no action on the ground nor in the air that could save lives. That is why sanctions are needed, pressure is needed, strength is needed. If Russia does not want to stop the war, then its economy must be stopped.
The White House says it's working to schedule talks between Vladimir Putin and Vladimir Zelensky, but that's likely to take place after Donald Trump meets with his Russian counterpart in Alaska on Friday. Washington says it's important to keep the dialogue open between all parties.
We're going to try to find some negotiated settlement that the Ukrainians and the Russians can live with, where they can live in relative peace, where the killing stops. It's not going to make anybody super happy. Both the Russians and the Ukrainians probably at the end of the day are going to be unhappy with it. But I don't think you can actually sit down and have this negotiation absent the leadership of Donald J. Trump.
The Kremlin illegally annexed Crimea in 2014. It now occupies about a fifth of Ukrainian territory, 3.5 years after launching its full-scale invasion. The US president says a potential deal would involve some swapping of territories, but that's unlikely to sit well with Ukraine, which is refusing to cede any territory as part of a peace settlement. European leaders ultimately fear Vladimir Putin could dictate the terms for ending the war.
We are preparing intensively for this meeting at European level together with the American government, and we hope and assume that the government of Ukraine, that President Zelensky will be involved in this meeting. In any case, we cannot accept that territorial issues between Russia and America are discussed or even decided over the heads of Europeans and Ukrainians. I assume that the American government sees it the same way.
The Trump administration has given the Kremlin a Friday deadline to agree to a ceasefire or face harsh sanctions on its trading partners. Analysts believe Moscow has instead been rewarded after Donald Trump announced the Alaska summit. For Ukraine's troops, there is scepticism this week's meeting will result in a resolution.
We hope that it will be over somehow. All wars end with talks. But given what's going on now, it's an open question how quickly the end will come.
The war has been lasting not for 3 years, but for 11 years. The enemy likes to say that they can repeat it all over again. We do not want the repetition for another 11 years. We want it to be over. Whether we have a chance, there is always a chance, I think.